No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe, as we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions will foot it away.
Get your ass back in there. That's safe for you.
Game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Arizona State's offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Wilcox. Good timing on the quick out. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it. They're short of the first down. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Complete to the right.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Touchdown, Penn State! And they strike first. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Off play action on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
3rd and long equals pass almost every single time. Pin your ears back. Go get the quarterback. Great job by the defense understanding the situation. Everybody flying upfield, putting pressure. Know the quarterback's going to hold it. Get to him. Strip, sack. You get the rock.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Trying to find the end zone. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let momentum carry you out of bounds short of the first down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the first down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this 4th down manageable.
They could make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go touchdown, Nittany Lions! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Immediately fires to the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the air on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Got a man in the middle. Strong, firm tackle. The Sun Devils come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Trying to get rid of it. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. To the air, it's Wilcox. Fires to the tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Or will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. The quick out. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Nittany Lions are facing third and inches. Got his man. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Jobs do you think those people should take?
I think the job gets looking downfield on first down. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
Because you can measure their work based on this position.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. That's caught. It's McKay. We reached the break, and Penn State is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To the air, it's Wilcox. Takes an easy throw in the flat. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
So if you're going to go back in time with the specific skill set that you currently possess.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He makes the grab. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. The Nittany Lions started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score.
And I know how to do it. So, to the average
he's got him still on his feet. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Save too much to that
big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one up. Offense lucky. That was... turnover.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picks up a few before being brought down. Line getting set on second down.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here.
He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They go to the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They try to pop a run on the draw. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. They pick up a 4. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Wilcox. Under fire. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the right. It's complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. Running into the open space. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding.
Intentional grounding.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Maddox. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Gives it to the back on the draw. He didn't quite make it to the sticks, and it'll bring up a 4th down from the 42. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Makes the grab past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Send the tight end in motion. Now from inside the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Maddox. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
If you could describe your character in this movie with just 3 words, what would they be? Shifty, brave, loving. 3.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this
breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Right back to the well.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Looking to throw on third. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wants to change this route, trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sun Devils will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll open the second half with a run. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Working that left side now. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air, it's Wilcox. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed over the middle. It's McKay. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, board.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. He's going to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he's just short of the first down.
When I was first getting into like video production and
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
This is an offense that leads the nation in first downs because there's so many different ways they can attack you. They're versatile. They could throw it. They could run it. They've got so much balance. And that's what makes them so hard to stop.
Big grab. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Wilcox. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Got his man on the right. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than a quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep.
Tight end trying to get in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas State managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. Don't blame the weather there in San Marcos this week. These Bobcats are to blame for this one being so close. A busy day in the Sun Belt Conference, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Grab behind the line. It's Pope. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And the Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Wilcox. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time for a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receivers.
How do you not
tell they were ready for it? They saw the quick game.
Yeah, everybody knows. Everybody should know.
On the
If you
ground.
black,
That's not the
you
first
should know
time
that.
they've seen
They
that.
know every fucking allele song there is.
D showing blitz, they might be bluffing.
Unless you just somehow.
And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Come on. Nigga, when Aaliyah died, you'd have to be
It'll be second down
not
as we
born
open the final stanza.
or white to not know her music. Her shit got bumped when she died. It was
Power
sad.
football with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the
Oh,
26,
come
a
on,
gain
man.
of 1.
This is good.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times
Nigga,
we
you
don't focus
talking
on
about her,
how
'cause you saying you don't know the
important
song.
those 5 guys are
That's
up
her
front.
song
To
that
get
I
those
wrote.
defensive
The
linemen
same
to try to
vocals on.
move them out of the way to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
Talking
of
about
those
you don't know the
5
song. If you don't know the song, that's your
The
problem.
Sun Devils will try
Everybody
to
who
pin
know
them
it.
back with the punt.
That bitch, they know it. Ooh. Can I stop by?
This guy is a daring
See
return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense.
Stop.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Takes the handoff. It's Pope. There he goes.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Dropping back, it's Wilcox. He's got the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
He has the first and still on his feet. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Finding open areas. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls over.
The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Gonna run it. It's Peters. Runs through the tackle. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Wilcox. Takes the easy completion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And a really nice job by the defense, winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The kick is on its way. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Now facing a third and long. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Tulsa went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Golden Hurricanes team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Wide open downfield. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. This is what you're looking for when you have the best.